back now, runt. You don't know when.
Oh, okay, he just grew an arm back. What the mess? Close the distance. This is it!
Damn it!
I see the opening thread!
Had us worried.
I mean, Sayori had us worried, too. Oh, it was Misaki! Oh! Bro wasn't even important enough for me to even, like, consider him as a possibility for becoming the final boss.
I suppose I should introduce myself. Cower, mortal, before the Obsidian Overlord, Sovereign of the Damned, the great fiend, Achilles!
Enough! I'll make you shut your fucking mouth.
Oh my god, you tell him! Tell him, Yakumo! That's crap.
Insignificant.
Oh, I'm insignificant? Dog! What do you mean? What do you mean? Ryu! Are we gonna play as Ryu? Hold! See, that's how you finish a fight! Oh my god! Take it out first try, twice in a row, Achilles. Once again, I have more respect for the shark than I do you! You know what? It's bad. It's bad because I'm sitting here and I'm just being so taken away by how awesome, like by how enjoyable this game is. I probably should be saying things, of course, but man. Oh my god! Like again, they're just giving me... They're giving me a bunch of stuff to explore. I mean, the map itself is the same, because there's people... Yeah. Because these guys are just sitting, and they're watching the static channel. So, like, I've been here before, but kind of backwards. Execute the spreading march spot. If I could walk on. Oh, I just have flying birds. Oh, stupid. Here. Okay, never mind. Okay, mission accomplished. We found the portal.
This place already consumed by evil.
Yeah. The central chamber should be just up ahead. Once you've taken care of the fiend there, I'll cast a spell to make it fight for us. The Dark Dragon seals need protectors. That fiend ought to do the job.
She sounds so down in comparison to what she sounds like when she's talking to the Alchemist. Crazy fighting. Oh! I was going to say it's kind of crazy fighting all of the enemies from the forest like shrine levels with the water levels. Go. Like, see, like, even the trail from the shark is still here. Lives of a thousand gods. 9 blue divine jewels containing the very will of the gods, bound together with a sacred rope. It is said to have the power to ward off misfortune and increase the vitality of those who hold it. See, now they're just throwing a bunch of people. I don't like fighting in this tiny corridor, though. And now it's time to go. There's the shark. We have found you yet again. Oh my god, the camera. What? Okay, so we get to kill this shark twice. Oh, I think I kind of get it. I think I get it a little bit. We killed it, you brought it back, had it tied to the dragon seal.
The fiend has been purged.
Purged and subdued. As the shrine's warden, it should keep the seal well protected. On to the next, I suppose. Okay. I kind of like that. Oh, dang, we got an A? That was our first A. Holy crap. But you know, these, like, that was our first chapter as Ryu, right? I don't know, there's something about it, like, obviously the whole point, I'm assuming, of the Ryu chapters is that we are going to be, and I'm making a massive assumption once again, I genuinely believe we are near the end of the game. So I doubt they're going to have us go through another rehash of the previous chapters just to have us, you know, set up the bosses that Yakumo will then face. I don't think that's going to be the case, because I think at that point it would be kind of like creatively bankrupt for that to be the story progression.
But at the same time, I like the whole we're setting it up like this is in the past, several years before Yakumo's involvement to revive the Dark Dragon. But I'm curious as to like how this is supposed to how this is gonna play out, you know? Like I genuinely I'm strongly believing that when the audio was cutting out for Sayori before she died, I feel like that might have been her talking to Ryu, because it definitely wasn't her talking to Misaki, right? I feel like it might have been her talking to Ryu. And I think Ryu and Yakumo are probably going to, like I said, they're probably going to team up together to take down the Dark Dragon now that it's revived. I'm shooting in the dark, and I'm making guesses based on like just what we have experienced so far and my experience with other media. I just feel that this is gonna be the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna keep going. Chapter 16, Downpour.
The next shrine is located deep within the Pleasure District. Follow this path straight ahead.
Okay, well then that means that we're going to the Kitsune again. Because once again, no, there's gotta be something. Like obviously we're taking the route that's like it's like backwards, right? I mean, maybe that is what they're doing. I just think it's weird. Like, it's like, yes, new enemy placements. Sure. But with Ryu, we're just fighting the same old bosses, if that's the case. But at the same time, I don't know. I liked the fact that the bosses were different. And now we're I don't want to say rehashing, but we're revisiting previous bosses, which is kind of cool, but it's because I genuinely do like the bosses. I like their designs and stuff and their abilities. But I also enjoyed just how vastly different each boss was from the last one. So going from, you know, it gradually getting more and more difficult the more and more I play, to becoming like, you know, oh, it's an extended flashback scene, and we are setting everything up so that years later we'll be in the situation that got us into the present in the first place. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. like I said, there are new enemies here. And I'm dying because I'm talking too quickly now. But, like, you know, there are new enemies that we have to deal with, and that's cool and awesome and sick, because, once again, I love the designs of things. Stop running. I just don't know how I feel about revisiting the same bosses, even in a flashback. Also, I want to touch on the fact that, like, when I said that it'd be creatively bankrupt to have us fight the bosses that we previously fought back in previous chapters, I'm not saying that. I feel like that came off way too harsh than than what I wanted to be. It's just a little disappointing. That's all that I wanted to say. It's just that I'm a little disappointed in the fact that the way that it seems like it's going, we're going to be refighting the bosses that we fought in previous chapters. At least, like, major bosses. You know, the big four, I think, that we fought, you know, previously. It just kind of... It hurts a little bit. I know narratively it makes sense. Narratively, I'm here and I'm locked in. I really am. But boss fight wise, there's been so many bosses that have been awesome. And now, of course, because it's a flashback, we're playing as Ryu years before Yakumo was introduced to this whole situation. And we're basically setting things up. We're pushing over the dominoes to get the stuff, like, ready to go. It's just that, for me, I just wanted to see, like, how crazy the bosses could become and how many more, like, insane boss fights we'd get out of it, rather than fighting the same bosses we've already fought and having that spectacle that we've already had before. You know? Like, it's like, yeah, the boss fight arena is different, and, like, when we fought the shark, it was in a completely different arena. It's a bit more dimmer, a bit more muddier, you know, than when we fought the shark as Yakumo in this giant glowing disco club. And it was, I don't know. I feel like I might be coming off like I'm nitpicking, or that I'm feeling bad about this game. I'm not. I'm genuinely still having a blast with this. I am having the time of my life. This is still my game of 2025. However, it's just that, like, I'm hungry. I just want more. You know what I mean? And it's you're putting something on my plate that I already have on my plate, and I just throw something different onto my plate. That's all that I want. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll try to stop talking about it, because it makes me feel like I'm tearing this game apart. But I'm not. I love it. and with the entirety of, like, the map designs for Ryu's chapters, obviously they restructure it so that we are retreading places that we've been, but we're exploring it in a different way and in different aspects. It's just, man, I'm trying to not dig myself into a hole where it's like, he hates the game. I don't hate the game. I really don't hate the game. I'm loving this game so much. Don't get it twisted. I love this game. It's so good. Genuinely, I don't fully know what I'm trying to say. I'm making it up as I go along. You go from one to the other, and you're just, I don't know. Also, that looks like a giant gorilla. Oh, it's the giant turret thing.
Looks like the DDO is starting to beef up security in the area.
Must be Kagachi's work.
Probably. But there shouldn't be any patrols stationed around the shrine itself. He told me that he wanted to make sure not to get in your way.
2 shrines remain. Let's move.
How are you guys going to squash your beef just to fight me? Come on, fellas. You guys surely can still rip each other apart. Oh, you're not nearly as fast as Yakumo. His jumps are crazy. I still love you, Ryu, but brother, you're hot. Okay, who are we fighting here? Because last time we were here, we fought one of those big DDO boss guys. Oh my god. Nope. 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 Just for one, though. That's such a waste of berserk meter. I dodged. Okay, really? Okay, get out of my sight. It's so okay. So I'm gonna talk about the way that Ryu's levels are set up. His levels are so much more. There's not nearly as much color in Ryu's levels as there are for Yakumo. I'm curious as to why that is, right? Because Yakumo's levels were like bright, colorful. Like, yeah, there was rain, obviously, but there was still the neon lights of everything, the color of the disco, even being here, like in whatever the name of this spot is, not nearly as lively. It's all like devoid of life and color and stuff to make it feel a bit, I don't know, it's weird. It's such a switch, especially having been here all day. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like all this could sound like it's nitpicky, and it's not. I'm trying to just put my thoughts out there as I'm trying to put my thoughts out there as they come to me. And I'm not, I really am not trying to speak about this game. I love this game. I am dodging! I am dodging! What is it because I'm talking about your chapter in a bit more of a critical light than I was Yakumo? What's the issue? Why are we not dodging and blocking like we were? What's the problem, Ryu? I will admit, I will say this for Ryu's levels. Ryu's levels are very fast in comparison to Yakumo's levels. Because like Ryu's levels usually like get completed in maybe 20 minutes, right? Whereas Yakumo's levels would almost take me like an hour per level to do. And so I once again, this is playing to the fact that we've already been here. The game is just trying to get us from point A to point B as quickly as possible in comparison to, what we were doing before. Hello again. Forward here. Okay. I just want to down. Anyway, that's all right. Again. What? You were out of range? Goodbye again. You just show up out of nowhere, Sayori.
Unharmed, I see. Good.
I'm fine. Thanks.
You obviously are not fine.
Why do you care? Everyone else wants me dead, and I don't blame them either. So much suffering, and it's all my fault.
You were being used by Achilles. Nothing more.
But
Come. There's still work to be done.
Okay, well that one took me about 30 minutes, but yeah, I would say that I'm like I said, I'm really enjoying this game. And I like the fact that they're restructuring the maps to fit the the different layouts. We're approaching the map in a faster, shorter fashion than we were when we were playing as Yakumo. And of course we're gonna have to fight the same bosses over and over and over. They're also a bit easier, and it's probably just because of how when I encountered these bosses the first time, I didn't know their game. I didn't know what they were about, and I was still getting a hang of of playing as a whole. Right? We're kind of once again we're in the end game, building up to the final encounter, and these Ryu chapters are more so. I'm starting to see it as like it's more so focused on Sayori and her relationship with the circumstances we're in, plus Ryu, like giving background and everything. It's more of a lore type situation for the chapters than like spectacle, right? Yakumo was way more spectacle like driven, where every encounter, every enemy that we would find, every boss we'd fight, it's all like, whoa, dude, oh, ooh, oh, like mind, and the entire time, new weapons, whoa, and then we get to the Ryu chapters, and they dial it back a lot. Obviously, it's still very bombastic, but at the same time, like there's kind of like there's like a chill to it. There's a chill to it. Yakumo's like over here, and he's freaking breakdancing and throwing grenades and fighting everything with and bright explosions and colors and bam bam. And then Ryu's over here in like years ago as a flashback, and he's just like it's very chill. It's chill in the colors and in the tones of the levels. It's very chill in the boss fights themselves. They don't feel as high strung as their encounters when we encountered them as Yakumo. And so it's just it's taking it took a little bit for me to figure out what it is, and I think that's what's getting me. It's just the fact that these are more chill chapters where we're focusing on narrative rather than spectacle. Yakumo focused on spectacle and narrative, I want to throw that out there. Spectacle and narrative. But there was a lot more spectacle here in Yakumo's side. And then Ryu is just more narrative, more chill, more toned down. We're taking it back a bit. Like, he doesn't have the crazy bombastic shape-shifting weapons. He just has the dragon blade and his ninpon. Like, that's it. That's all he's got. And we're not gaining anything other than the occasional skill that we're re-unlocking by finding chests. Nothing new is being thrown in for Ryu's chapters. And everything is like toned down. It's taking a breath. It's taking several steps back. And that, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It was just, it's a massive tone shift. Massive tone shift. And I'm trying to get used to it. I'm trying to acclimate.